All right, cool. Good to go. So good night, everyone. Thank you so much for taking some time to jump on tonight's webinar. I promise I'm gonna keep it short and sweet and to the point. But the reason I wanted to do this webinar is because I realized that a lot of people are really new, okay? And I've been assuming that people are plugged into, Nova University, they're plugged into the trainings, but what I realized is that if someone hadn't walked us or walked me through this information, I might have been overwhelmed and confused, So I realized, okay, we got to go back to the basics. Let's rewind a little bit. Some of you guys on the line who've been on for a while, you know this information already, but you can never hear it enough time because repetition is the mother of all learning. Everyone who's new to the business, this may be your first time really seeing the 369 financial transformation broken down and explained. Because you have to remember the best way to learn something is to teach it. Okay, so make sure as you're taking notes as we go through this info, as you're writing your notes, you're writing it in a way that you can go and teach it to someone else. Okay, maybe it's your significant other, maybe it's your co-worker, your best friend. But you want to make sure whatever you're getting from this tonight, you can go ahead and write your notes in a way that you can go teach it to someone else and help someone else. Okay, 1 second, let me mute all the lines. Okay, so here we go, guys. If you need me, just hit the little in the manage participants dialogue. Just hit the raise hand button so I can kind of see you, or drop a chat so I'll follow up with that if you need to stop me in something, because tonight is going to be more interactive than normal. Okay, so if you're new and something doesn't make sense as I go through it, feel free to stop me. Okay. Now, if it's something that can't wait to the end, definitely wait till the end, just because it'll slow down the time. But if you've got something that you really want to ask right at that moment, hit something, stop me so I can get the questions answered, okay? So tonight we're gonna go over, what's called our 369 financial transformation. Basically, that's what our solutions that's the solution we provide here at MyEcon. Think about it. What do we do here? We help people attain personal financial success, okay? We help people improve their finances, improve their credit, eliminate debt, get to a place where they can start to generate wealth, okay? Now, we always say that most people aren't achieving their objectives because, most people just don't have enough money at the end of the month to do everything that they like to do. So what do we do here? We offer solutions, and our solution is called the 369 financial transformation. Okay, so you want to write that down, draw a circle under it, because that's the core of what we do here at MyEcon. Okay, so just a reminder, what do we do here? We're the personal financial success company. We help people improve their personal finances. Okay, guys, you don't have to complicate this thing. Let's keep it super simple. What do? We help people improve their personal financial situation. Okay, so how do we do it? Through wealth creation strategies, and the one that we push here is called income shifting. Okay, income shifting. So let's just recap that really quick for everyone new on the line, right? What do we do at MyEcon? We help people to improve their personal finances. How do we do it? By wealth strategies, and the one that we focus on is called income shifting. Okay, and the 369 financial transformation is income shifting. If someone give me a thumbs up if you lost already, like just give me the lost look, or are y'all got that? Does that make sense so far? I'm doing it from the basics, guys. I'm not gonna assume anyone knows anything, because I think that's a lot that I can speak for myself. As I've been building this business, that's something I've been doing. I've been making assumptions that people get it and a lot of people just don't. And a lot of people are afraid to ask questions. So I'm keeping it from the beginning. Okay, so does that make sense? Yes or no? All right, cool. I got some thumbs up. All right, great. So remember this, as we go through this information, you want to teach this. You want to be able to teach this back to people and that's how you get good at this business. All you do is, as you get on webinars like this and you learn some new stuff, go tell somebody else about it, okay? And then you'll get excited when you realize how many people don't know what you're telling them. And that's when people join your business, guys. They join your business when you help them or teach them things about their finances. Don't just go and talk about finances in general. Talk about what they can they can use in particular. See, we don't recruit in our business. That's the great thing about this. That's what's different from Nove Powered by My Econ. We don't recruit, we educate. And when you educate someone, they're gonna wanna do the business because they wanna improve their finances, all right? Who's our target market, guys? Everyone working. That's a lot of people, right? So often I get people new to the team or joining the business, and as soon as they hear about sharing it, they start to think about, what about the people I know who don't have a job? But most people you know have a job. How you already skipped over all of them? Okay? Our demographic, guys, is anyone working. That's 95% of this country. All right? So everyone wants to have a conversation about what we're teaching. You just got to make sure you're comfortable and confident enough to go in here and share this information. And that's the point of this webinar tonight. Okay? Here's the thing. Here it is. And I want you to keep this quote in the back of your mind as we go through this information, because this was like a tipping point for me. It says, never lower your dreams to match your current income. Increase your income to match your dreams. See, so often, guys, we think about where we are right now, and you know the things you want, but it seems so far-fetched from your current situation. And a lot of times, a lot of people would just say, you know what, I can't have that, I can't do that. And you kind of just settle. Don't lower your dreams because of where you are. Figure out a way to increase your income so you can achieve everything that you want. And what you're doing here in your business is an opportunity. So make sure you take advantage of it. Make sure you maximize this opportunity. Don't sleep on it, because this is all about you, your personal financial success. It's not about mine. It's not about Miss Linda's. It's not about Shiz's. It's not about El Boogie. It's about yours. So the only way you lose in this business, if you were to give up on this business, guess what? You're not quitting on me. You're not quitting on your sponsor. You're quitting on your personal finances. Okay? This is about you. Once you kind of get that in your mind, your mindset will shift based on what we're doing here. Okay? This is a network marketing traditionally. What this is, guys, is a way for us to get this money and get it right. That's as real and as raw as I can say. Let's get our money and our finances right. Okay? So here we go. Let's jump into this. I'm going to share my screen. Give me 1 second, guys. Someone just unmute themselves and let me know if you can see my screen as soon as I pull it up. 1 second. Hold on. Where is it at? Hold on. Technology, right? Hold on, guys. There you go. Start. Okay, I don't know. Maybe you can see. Can you see my screen? Yes?
Yeah, we can see it.
Okay, perfect. So you're seeing the big Nove sign, right?
Yep.
All right, great. Here we go then. Great stuff. So we're going to go into this 369 financial transformation. Make sure you've got pen and paper. The forms that I'm going to be showing are the form that I'll be filling out basically with you guys. You can find in Nove University in your back office under documents and resources. You can find it there. Okay, if you can't find it there, hit me up and I'll get it to you. Hit your sponsor up and they'll get it to you. Here we go. So the 369 financial transformation. Okay, remember, what is that? That's our wealth creation strategy, which is our solutions. But before we can provide solutions, we got to know what we're providing solutions to, right? So guys, everyone in this country has 2 objectives. Okay, you have 2 objectives. Everyone, I don't care who you are, what background you're from, black, white, man, woman, everyone has these same 2 objectives. 1, their current lifestyle is paid for by their labor. What does that mean? Every one of you on the line today, everyone that we talk to gets up every day and goes to work for one reason: to maintain their current lifestyle, right? To pay the bills, to keep the lights on, to put food on the table, to, drive the car, to send the kids to school. You get up every day to maintain your current lifestyle. But here's the second objective most people have, or should have, is your future lifestyle needs to be paid for by your investments. What does that mean? Guys, you're going to work every day, right? To maintain your current lifestyle. But what you're supposed to be doing is you're supposed to be taking some money from your job and also putting it towards your future. But guess what? Most people can't make that happen because you're having a hard time maintaining your current lifestyle. Like, I don't know if any of you guys on the line was like me. When I was working my 9 to 5, I would be broke by Monday and I got paid on Friday. Why? Because as soon as the money hit my bank account, I had to transfer it to FPL, to Comcast, to the car payment, to the insurance company, okay? I didn't have enough money to pay the bills, so how in the world could I invest into my future? I gotta think about right now, right? That's most people's situation. And something one of my mentors said was, if you're not investing, you're not even on the road to wealth. You'll never, ever, ever be free. So you've got to get to a point where you can start to pay for your future lifestyle by investments. But we understand that most people can't do that. So if you're watching this webinar right now and you realize, yeah, I can't put nothing up for my future, that's most people. That's about 8 out of 10 people on this webinar, right? This isn't a problem that just started. The government and corporate America tried to fix the problem. What did the government start? They started Social Security. You know that amount that they take out of your check every single week? That's Social Security, guys. They started to take that so that people can start to have something in the future when they were ready to retire, because they realized that most people simply didn't. Corporate America started a program called pensions, where they said, listen, if you dedicate XYZ amount of years to our company, we will put something up for you and pay you, a pension for the rest of your life. Pensions no longer work. Social Security no longer works. I'm sure some of you guys on the line tonight know someone who gets a Social Security check every month. And I'm sure you know that it's never enough. So Social Security alone is not going to be enough to maintain not even your current lifestyle, but imagine having to live off of that for the rest of your life. It just doesn't work anymore, okay? So there's 4 challenges that's stopping you from meeting those 2 objectives, okay? Here are the 4 challenges. You've got to be able to become aware of what's hurting you before you can help it, okay? That's like if you go to the doctor. They got to figure out what's the problem before they can know what treatment to give you, right? So here's the 4 challenges. The first one is inflation. Inflation, we call that the silent income killer. What is inflation? It's a very simple concept. Basically, the cost of living is going up and your money's staying the same. So think about it this way. You go to the grocery store, everything's more expensive. Rent is more expensive. Daycare is more expensive. Going to the laundry is more expensive, right? Food is more expensive, but your check is the same. Doesn't that mean that your money is really going down? Because you can no longer afford the same amount of things with your paycheck because everything's getting expensive around you. That's inflation. And guys, we cannot control inflation. It's something that just happens to you. Anyone ever been to the gas station and gas was $2.34 today? You go on Saturday and it's $2.87. You can't do nothing but that. You just got to pay it if you need gas, right? That's inflation. That's what's happening to you in the grocery store with the grapes. That's what's happening to you guys with diapers. That's what's happening with daycare, okay? Inflation is biting into your dollar every day and you didn't even realize it. That's the first thing that's affecting your money. Second thing, here's some examples, right? Inflation, gas, groceries, real estate, right? Somebody buys a house for $100,000 and then 2 years and the house is only valued at $70,000. Their money, that the house isn't valued as much. That's inflation, okay? Here's the second challenge, taxes. Guys, I know everyone knows we got to pay taxes, but we are paying too much taxes. Taxes is taking a chunk out of your money. It's taking the first 1/3 of your income. 1/3, that's 33%. That's a lot, okay? Think of all the taxes you see. Federal, state, local, Social Security tax, property tax, sales tax. You pay taxes on everything. Taxes is your greatest expense. Believe it or not, taxes is your greatest expense. Basically, you work from January to April for free for the government. If your job, when you went to apply, said, listen, we're going to give you this job, Moni, but from January to April, you're going to work for free. Is that okay? You will say, no, it's not okay. No, thanks. But guess what? They know people would say no. So what do? They just give you a check, but they're still taking the money out every week. So you're still working 1/3 of the year for free. That's the second thing that's eating at your money and you don't realize it. The third thing, debt. Ask yourself right now, if you had 0 debt, no student loans, no credit cards, no car notes, no mortgages, how much money more would you have in your bank every single month? I know for me, it would be a lot. If I didn't have to pay for my car, if I didn't have to pay, you know, I got a small credit card. But my car alone would give me a couple $100 every month. So think about how much debt we've learned to accumulate over the years. But now it's time for us to get debt free. Debt is taking the second 1/3 of your income. Here's the reason why. Taxes cause debt. Let me break it down for you guys. Numbers don't lie, right? Let's say you work a job. You're making $60,000 a year. Single person, that's pretty good, okay? But guess what? Taxes take 1/3 of your income. So $20,000 off the top is gone to Uncle Sam. So on paper, it sounds sweet, right? I'm making $60K, but you didn't factor in that Uncle Sam gets 20 of it off the top. So you only take home $40,000. That's 1/3 of your income gone before you even got it. See, guys, taxes put you in debt. Here's why. When you go to get the car, when you go to get the apartment or the house, and they ask you what's your income, everyone is going to put 60 grand, right? You're going to put what you make, 60,000. But we just proved that you never see 60,000. You see 40. But you got to prove for everything based on 60. So you're already in debt because you never see $60,000, guys. So now you've got to pay back on the debt. So let's just say, who knows if you get a loan from the bank for $20,000, how much you got to pay back? You don't pay back $20,000. You got to pay back about 22, 24, because that's something called interest, right? The bank doesn't give you money without making you pay back interest. So taxes cause you to go in debt, and now you're even more in debt because of it. So if you're working for the government from January to April, because that's the first third, right? Do you know that you're working for the banks just to pay off your debt from May to August? Think about that. We're ready from January to August, and none of the money is yours yet. That was the government and the banks. So now we only got August. We only got from September to December for the rest of the year for you. But who went to work all year? You. Uncle Sam didn't show up. Bank of America didn't show up. You went to work, but they're in your pocket. Okay, this is why you never feel like you have enough money. This is what's happening to you every day, legally. Okay? You can't improve a situation until you become aware of what's happening to you. And that's what these four challenges is showing you. Okay? The final thing that's stopping you from having enough money to invest in your future is this. Big business. Big business is what? It's every corporation. Think about it. I think they say right now with the internet, you see about 30,000 ads per day to tell you to buy something. So these stores are in your pocket all day long. Society forces you to participate in capitalism. Think about it. In November, what do we have? Thanksgiving. December, we got Christmas. January, we've got New Year's. February, we've got Valentine's Day. March, we got spring break. Right? April, you've got Easter. May, Mother's Day. June, Father's Day. July, we just had it yesterday. 4th of July. August is back to school. September is Labor Day. October is the big one, Halloween. We done back to November. That's the entire year, y'all. Every single month of the year, they force you to spend your money. Then you wonder why you ain't have none. The reason being is this. Big business takes the final third of your income. So let's get this straight. From January to April, you're working for the government. From May to August, you're working for the banks. And from September to December, you're working for the holidays. That's all your money. True or true? I hope some of y'all getting upset right now when you hear that. Like, they've been getting me all these years. It's true. The 4 challenges are inflation, taxes, debt, and big business. And that's most people. Everyone is facing these challenges. So people need help. And we're here to be the saviors to bring the solution. Okay? So guys, when you realize what's happening to not only yourself, but probably a lot of people around you, now you're going to see how what we do here can truly help a lot of people. Make sense? Anyone on the line think we can help some people, or people are facing those challenges we just kind of talked about? Yeah, right? Cool. So let's talk about some solutions. I don't like challenges and problems. I like solutions, okay? So here's the 3 solutions to those 4 challenges. The first solution is what we call cash flow management, okay? In 3 months or less, we're gonna help people to increase their cash flow. Some of you guys on this call, if you're in this company, you saw some type of information that made you say this makes sense to you. So cash flow is measured in time. Income is measured in dollars. See, most people think they got an income problem. You don't. You've got a cash flow problem. You make the money, but the money just isn't lasting you long enough, right? So what we help people to do is become cash flow positive. But here's what we do in cash. The second strategy, which is our 6, remember we're talking about the 3, 6, 9. In 6 months or less, we're gonna help people start to generate business income, okay? We're gonna talk about why business income is so important in a second. And the 9, in 9 months or less, we're gonna help you start to create investment income. Because remember, the goal is we wanna get to a place where we have enough money to invest, okay? So we're gonna take a person, we understand that most people start where they are. We can't take you from a person just working, struggling now to pay your bills and say, hey, start to invest. How you gonna do it? If you know what I'm saying? So we show you a strategy to take you through the stages. There's levels to this thing. So we take you level by level to get you to the ultimate goal of being able to invest. So when we help you to become cash flow positive, here's what we do. Cash flow management, this strategy is for anyone working a job. Why? Because this, if you look here, you see it says W-2. A W-2 is the tax code for job. So anyone who has a job can use this strategy. Why? Anyone who has a W-2, guess what? If you're watching this and you're employed and you get paid on a W-2, did you know that you're taxed between 28 and 33%? 28 and 33% is what they're taking out of your check every single time you get paid before they pay you. That should make someone mad, right? They're taking 28 to 33% out of your money. And here's the crazy part about it. Businesses or business owners, anyone who's paid on what we call a 1099, because keep in mind, guys, there's only 3 ways to get taxed in America. Either you're a W-2, you're a 1099, or you're an investor. Point blank, period. There's nothing else, okay? W-2, 1099, or investor. If you're a W-2, you're taxed between 28 and 33%. If you're on a 1099 or you own a business of some sort, guess what? You're taxed between 18 to 23%. Major difference, right? But guess what? Here's the thing. If you're making money with money or you're an investor, you're taxed less than 15%. So just based on knowing absolutely nothing else and looking at those tax brackets, which one would you want to be in? Please say y'all said investor, okay? You want to be in the bracket with the lowest tax bracket, which means you have to be investing. So this is another reason why we've got to get to the investment part, okay? Here's the philosophy of a W-2. When you have a W-2, you go to work, you pay taxes, then you get to spend. So you spend your money last in line, right? They're taking the most money from you, and you spend your money last. A business owner, though, the game is completely different. Not only are they tax leased, the business works and makes money, the business gets to spend their money, and then they pay taxes on whatever's left. So guess what? If you're a business and you spend a lot of money throughout the year, you probably pay little or no taxes. Whereas a W-2 employee, you can only spend what's left after they take your taxes. It's a shift in mindset, y'all. Okay? If this is making sense, someone say something. I think I see a hand up. What up, Shiz? I think Shiz got his hand up, right? Shiz, what's up? Unmute yourself. Let me know. I'm sorry, I just saw it. Or maybe not. Okay, we'll wait and see if he comes back. You there, Shiz? Okay, cool. So here we go, guys. So that's the W-2 and that's the 1099. Here's the final way you make money in this country. Investment income.
So I'm here, so.
Okay, what's up? So I just saw you.
My phone was locked. I was trying I was
What's up?
trying to get in my phone. What's popping? I'm here. Yeah, I got my hand raised. You telling the truth. I'm loving this. Keep killing it. Keep killing it. You got me right.
All right, cool. So we got investment income, right? So investment income is basically when money makes money with money. Capital gains, dividends, real estate, gold, any of those things are investments, okay? Investment income is taxed less than 15%. But here's how it works. Your money works, your money is reinvested and keeps making you more money, okay? You don't hear the tax in there too often, right? You can keep making money. When you're investing, you can keep making money tax-free until you're ready to cash out. Then you pay taxes, but you can let your money, what we call accumulate. It's called asset accumulation. You're letting your portfolio just grow and grow and grow. Guys, so when you think about taxes taking the most of your money, taking 33% of your money, you got to get to a place, or you got to get intentional about getting to a place where you're making most of your money with money as an investor. Because money that makes money is taxed completely different than a person labor making money. I hope that makes sense. So our concept of income shifting, guys, it helps you to go from the highest tax bracket, which is your job, shift you through a home-based business or a 1099, which we do here at MyEcon, so you can start to generate money, get positive cash flow, so now you have the money to invest into your future. Okay? I hope that makes sense. Does that make sense to everyone? I hope it does. If anyone got a question, stop me now before I really run into the last part of this information. Okay, I guess y'all got it. So under a W-2, there's 3 ways for you to be able to, increase your cash flow. There's 3 things you've got to do. You've got to minimize your taxes. How do you do that? We show you how to do it with the W-4 adjustment. You'll hear us talk about it. A lot of you guys on the line may have joined the business because that's how someone even pitched you on why you need to be involved. You've got to figure out a way to minimize your taxes. See, the government tells us on the IRS, because the IRS is in the government. That's something I learned a few years ago that blew my mind. I thought it was a government agency. The IRS is an independent company, okay? So it's that in itself is something else, right? So the IRS, guys, basically tells Americans that you're overpaying your taxes, okay? Look at this first line on this little laptop screen. The Internal Revenue Service reminds taxpayers that it's not too late to adjust their tax withholding to avoid big tax refunds and tax bills when they file their tax return next year. They're telling you to adjust it, okay? They're telling you to adjust the form. So what do? When we help you to revisit your W-4, it's gonna minimize your taxes. It's gonna increase your take-home pay. The other way you minimize your taxes is you start a home-based business, okay? Start a home-based business, which you've done because you're on this webinar tonight. The third way to minimize your taxes is to start investing, which we're gonna get to, right? Because that's our 9-month strategy, okay? A 9-month strategy, okay, which is investing. You've got to get to a place where you can minimize your debt. You've got to become debt-free. Guys, I need you to write that down somewhere you can see it and say, I must be debt-free. I am debt-free. You've got to make that a goal, because if you are in debt, you're in shackles, okay? You are not free, okay? So you've got to become debt-free, okay? So you've got to figure out a way to increase your credit. How do you do that? By minimizing your debt. See, when you become debt-free, the credit score goes hand in hand with that. So we're going to show you how to be able to do that. The third way to increase your credit is you've got to minimize your expenses. Okay, you've got to minimize your expenses. Think about some ways that you can cut back. Think about some things you can cut back on. One of the things for me, I always talk about it, was cable. I don't watch TV, but I was still paying $150 a month for cable. So I stopped that. I cut back. Now my bill is about $70. So I was able to cash flow $75 simply by minimizing one expense. So imagine if you go through and do this with everything that you're doing, okay? Shouts out to my man Mark, who just put in the chat, he is debt-free. Congratulations, that's what I'm talking about, all right? How are you able to manage your cash flow even more easily? with our cash flow manager. It's a part of your membership. You've got to make sure you're logging into your back office and seeing what we have here. Because it's like going to Best Buy, buying a TV, bringing it home, but never opening the box. You wouldn't do that. So don't do that with your business. This is actually a business that could change your life. Make sure you're using the tools. Okay? The Cash Flow Strategist is another tool that we have. Make sure you guys watch my webinar. It's on my YouTube channel or somewhere in the Empire group on how to set up and use your Cash Flow Strategist. Business income. This is the fun part. Okay? When you have a business, you're able to write off your lifestyle. What does that mean? That means that a portion of basically every expense you currently have is a tax deduction if you're a business owner. If you're not a business owner, guess what? It's not a deduction. It's a bill. So why not convert your bills into tax deductions? How do you do it? Start a business. And every one of you guys on the line have started a business, so you're already able to take advantage of this. A percentage of your square footage at your home, a part of your cell phone bill, your internet, your utilities, your meals, your entertainment, travel, mileage, all of these things are tax deductions. Remember this, guys. Anything the government wants you to do, they incentivize you to do it. Think about it. The government incentivizes people who have kids, right? To give them tax breaks for each kid, right? How many of you guys, before you started doing income shifting, used to be trying to find a kid to claim or a dependent to claim all your taxes so you can get some deductions or extra allowances? Same thing applies here, guys. Instead of having to do it the illegal way, we're showing you how to do it the legal way. Okay, how to write off your entire lifestyle. How much does this business cost? It only costs you $35 and $35 a month. And you're able to earn, ignore that, that's wrong, okay? It's not $199 anymore. So you guys who are on there who got started at $35, it used to be $199. But for that $35, you get the strategies, which is the education we're going over tonight. You get access to millionaire mentors. You know, you get the software for implementing the strategy. You get systems and support. You've got trainings like these that are ongoing for you to make sure that you can get your financial success. One of the things I like a lot is we earn $35 per enrollment. So after you get to our first promotion, which is EVP, you earn up to 100% commissions. It doesn't get better than that, guys. Okay? So you want to make sure you're using your cash flow manager to keep accurate records. Okay? Keep your expenses. We have training, ample training on the cash flow manager in the business, in the back office on Nova University. So I'm not going to go through that tonight. But here's the last one, our investment income. We remember this, and this is something that people are going to ask you guys as you share this business. We do not give investment advice. Make that clear. Write that down, underline it, circle it. We do not tell you where to invest your money. Okay? We just teach you how investments work. We teach you terminology. We teach you, the perspective of investing. But we don't tell a person where to invest. Why? Because we're not licensed to do that. So don't let people get you caught up in, so should I put my money in Apple? Should I put my money in Snapchat? You can't give them that kind of advice, okay? You just teach them about things like capital gains, like dividends, and how important it is to be able to invest in yourself. But we do not give financial or investment advice. We're not financial advisors. We're financial educators. So basically, our 369 financial game plan is this. In 3 months, we help you to increase your cash flow by lowering your debt, minimize expenses, increasing your credit, and minimizing your expenses. Okay? In 6 months or less, we help you to start to build your asset of your home-based business. We want the goal to be where you're earning $1,000 a week in your business. It's possible. You can make so much more than that. Okay? It all depends on you. In 9 months, you want to get to a place where you can open an investment account. You want to get to a place where you can start investing. Okay, guys? That's the goal. That's the 369 financial transformation. I know I rolled through that pretty quickly, but I hope a lot of you guys on the line who may have never seen that before, it kind of puts some things in perspective so that when you go and do your due diligence on Nova University or in your back office, you can kind of put the pieces of the puzzle together. Okay? For me, we say 3, 6, 9 months. I actually want to help you guys. Once a new associate gets started in the business, in 3 days, I want to help you start on cash flow positive. I want to help you adjust your W-4 so you can get more cash flow. In 6 weeks, you could be generating business income by sharing this business with someone else. And definitely by 9 months, you'll have an investment account open. Okay? So it's all about you. See, guys, you have to remember, this is your personal financial success. This is your home-based business. Your success or your failure is 100% up to you. Real talk. There's some people who come in this business and take off. And there's some people who come in the business and do nothing. But you didn't join the business for anyone else other than you. So you should be seeing progress towards your financial goals every 90 days if you're applying the strategy to your own life. Okay? So guys, I hope that helped. I'm going to open up the line for a few minutes for a few questions. Don't hesitate to ask, guys. No question is a dumb question, no matter how small, simple it is. Go ahead and ask the question. We got about 8 minutes for some questions, and then we're going to wrap it up. So feel free to unmute yourself and let me know. No questions? None? Okay. No questions? Y'all got to have a question. Somebody on here have to be like, Sophie, what was you talking about when you was talking about investments or cash flow management? I know someone have some question.
I should have written my question down.
No questions, guys? Y'all serious? Y'all got no questions? So if y'all ain't got no questions, then here's what I'm going to talk about real quick before we wrap up. I see a lot of people hype on the, I got a lot of different people from all different backgrounds on this webinar. But, a lot of people talking about Jay-Z and the 444 album, and he's talking about financial education. And, Jay-Z's an icon. So people listen to him more than they listen to me and you, right? So what I would tell you to do is if you've got people in your circle who are all into that, write it. Use it right now to school them. Guess what? People are interested in anything they don't know. When you can tell someone something that they don't know, normally they're piqued. If you tell someone something that they don't know and they take a know-it-all attitude, then those aren't the people you spend your time with. You want to spend your time with people who do want to know something new, do want to learn more, do want to grow. Okay? So use this avenue when financial education and the credit and all of that is cool, and talk to people who are interested in that now while they're interested in it because Jay-Z said so first. Okay? Think about it, guys. Like what we're talking about now is something everyone wants to have a conversation about, if they admit it or not. Everyone wants financial freedom. Everyone wants to be successful financially. The problem is most people have no idea how to do it, and that's why we're so important, because we can show a person how to do it, how to make that dream of being financially free real. All right? But guess what? You can't help no one if you don't talk to them. So just go ahead and teach people some stuff. That's how I got good at this information. Everyone I was having a conversation with, I was schooling them on something I learned on a training. And what I realized is that most people were really interested because they had no idea. So go ahead, y'all, go educate some people. Go share this information with people, because people are hungry for this knowledge, but they have no idea that you know. So go ahead and share this information. Listen, we could change the world one person at a time, but we got to get serious. We got to get intentional about sharing the information. Okay? So y'all, thank you so much for taking some time to jump on this webinar. It took 45 minutes of your life, but I hope it was well worth it. I'm going to definitely post a replay of this for anyone who may have teammates. If you think it's valuable, drop in the Empire group. I need y'all to do one favor for me before y'all drop off. If this was valuable and you think you have anyone in your team you would want to see this replay, let me know in the group, okay? The reason why is because if you don't think it's valuable, I won't waste my time uploading it. But if you think you got some value and you think this will be something that your teammates should see, definitely let me know in the Empire group so I can upload it. Barbara, where do we find the 369 presentation? Okay, there's one on Nova University under documents and services, documents and resources. You'll see the Nova presentation. There's also there's also a different version of it, same information. on my econ. Actually, no, the 369 is on Nova University. It's not on my econ. Because what we use the 369, this worksheet is basically when you're sitting down with a potential prospect. Let me just show you guys once quickly before I go. Hold on. What did I do with it? I just want you to see what the sheet actually looks like. Hold on 1 second, guys. Because this sheet, you can download this sheet. I usually keep it in my binder when I go to sit down with a potential prospect. I just pull the sheet out and we do the strategies. We do the sheet, and by the time they're like sold on it, they're like, "What? I didn't know none of this." Okay, let me show you the screen really quickly. Hold on. This is it here. Okay. Here it is. That's what the sheet of paper. I would print 50 of these, 20 of these, and keep them on you. And every time you go meet up with your homegirl, every time you meet up with a coworker, an aunt, your mom, anyone other than you, pull out this sheet and say, "Listen, did you know that there's 2 objectives and 4 challenges: inflation, taxes, debt, and then we can help you with cash flow management, business income." Guys, you will blow people's mind. Why? Because this is stuff that they want to know more about, and they had no clue you knew anything about it. So 1, this make you look extra smart, right? 2, you actually get to learn the information by teaching it to someone else. And 3, by you doing these forms, you're actually working and building your business. So y'all don't sleep on it. We've got all the tools out here to win in the toolbox. All we got to do is use it. It's like going to, a construction site to put on a roof, and you got the hammer right in your hand, but you looking at the roof like, how am I going to nail that to it? You got to use it. Same thing with this. You could get this knowledge, you could get this education, but if you're not applying it, if you're not out here educating other people, what really are you doing? No, someone else had a question. 1 second, guys. Okay, great question, Jessica. Okay, cool. So the 369 presentation. What I'm gonna do is I think in the Empire group we have this under files, but if it's not there, I'll submit this. Or you guys just hit me up on Facebook. I'll send it to you guys for the strategy session, okay? But this is like one of the worksheets you need to know like the back of your hand when you're schooling people, because it teaches them so much in such a short period of time. Any more questions before we get out of here, guys? I'm up for
Sophie, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
What's up, Sophie? This is Earl. What's going on?
What's up, Earl from Carolina?
Yeah, we out here.
What's up?
Operation Platinum City in effect.
You already know.
My question is for, I get a lot of people asking me who work 2 jobs. Right. So when it comes to the adjustment portion, right, if they got 1 job, they're just 1 W-4. But I had people tell me that by them working 2 jobs, they feel by doing the adjustment, they're not going to make any new money, or, they're not going to be able to adjust. How do I approach them, or what's their answer to their solution on that?
Honestly, for me, what I've been doing, if people have 2 jobs, I tell them adjust at both jobs, because both jobs are taking 30% of their money. I remember a worksheet we did with Brian B, and on the back of page 2, it has like a 2-job worksheet thing. Like on the back of page 2, the second section says like multiple earner or 2 jobs. And people want to fill that out, but he said never fill that out. That's just a way for them to try to get some of the allowances back. It's just jargon to confuse you. So basically, I tell my people, though, if you work 2 jobs, adjust both. Because if they've been taking 100 on job 1 and 300 on job 2, and you could adjust, get that extra money, because the deductions is going to add up for them. But they got to make sure they're keeping good records. Like, make sure, guys, y'all stressing to your associates. Yes, you can adjust your W-4 and get the extra dough, but you've got to make sure you're keeping records of your receipts so you have the deductions at the end of the year. Does that help at all or no? I totally missed it. Earl?
No, that's great, because so you're saying treat both jobs as if that's their only job.
Exactly.
And, okay.
Yes, because at the end of the day, only thing that's important is that they have deductions, the receipts, to say that they have expenses, because both jobs right now are overtaxing them.
Well, I appreciate that, so thank you very much.
No problem. You got time for one more? Anybody else got one more before I eat my sweets again? No more, that's it, guys? All right, guess no one else got anything. So what I need y'all to do before y'all get lost for the rest of the night just jump back in the Empire group under the post for this webinar. Let me know if you want me to post it. Just say, post it or don't post it. Or if you don't want me to post it, don't say nothing. But if you want me to post it, if you think it's valuable for your teams, let me know so I can kind of take a tally before I go ahead and do all the work to edit it and upload it to YouTube. But I appreciate you guys taking the time to jump on. It says so much about you guys that you're serious about changing your lives, building your business, and helping some people. And that's what my goal is. And I want to work with people who want to do the same thing, because we gotta be on one page to go towards the same goal. So I appreciate you guys jumping on. Y'all enjoy the rest of your Wednesday night. Be safe. Tomorrow is Thursday. The weekend is here again. Make sure between now and Friday at midnight, Friday night, get an associate in the business. Why? Because it's going to boost your momentum. It's going to make you excited and revitalized about your business again and about helping more people. So I challenge every one of you guys on the line tonight, by Friday, get someone in the business. Why? So you can get paid on them next week. I want everyone to get paid every single Friday. All right? And how do you do that? By going on here and sharing this information. And I'm going to do my part to make sure you guys are trained and well-informed so you are confident about going on here and sharing this with other people. All right? So y'all have a great night. Thank you so much for jumping on the line. And I'll talk to y'all soon.